Yeah.
Can you share your sort of experience with us from what drove you to study in Georgia in the first place, and what was your story?
Yeah, so I found out about Medlink from one of my friends. So she studies medicine at European University. And so she told me about Medlink and I asked her everything. And then she told me about you guys' website. So I was just browsing through. And then after I got my results, I was like, let me book a call with you guys. And so I booked a call for you guys on like the 21st after A levels last year. And then I talked to you, Edmund, and then you helped me, told me about the European University because yeah, I saw the university online and you told me everything about it. You told me how like the curriculum and everything. And then I started the process from there. And yeah.
Wow, amazing. I'm so glad that you took the step, because I know, of course, having a friend there is always good and reassuring. But
Yeah.
then there's also your journey.
Yeah.
So it's good to finally see you, and to take that advantage of going abroad. Can you
Mhm.
tell us a bit about, as you are there now, what is it like for you on a day to day as a dental student?
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of dental students that are watching as well tonight.
Yeah. So we start so it's from Monday to Saturday, and the timetable is very dependent on you. So you can basically decide how you want your timetable. So we have um practicals and we have lectures. And so the practicals you can choose whatever time you want, whatever suits you best. So like whether it's in the morning, if you're a morning person, or like in the evening. And I think lessons start at 9 a.m. and they run until like 10 o'clock in the at night. Um and yeah, so you can just choose your own timetable, and you don't have university every day. So like some days you'll probably have one lecture, and then like or a practical, and then the day after you might have like a full day, and yeah, that's about it. And
Fantastic. Thank you. Seems like they're keeping you busy, but they're kind of moving that up in different
yeah,
stages, which is great to see.
yeah.
For you being there, how has the language barrier been for you? Have you faced any like that, or living in Georgia? How have you overcome them? How
Yeah,
supportive has
so
it been navigating these type of challenges?
Yeah, so at the start it was quite hard, like not knowing any Georgian, like I would go into shops and it'd be quite hard. So I'd like use Google Translate or I feel like lots of people understand English over there, but sometimes it is a bit hard. But then within the dentistry program, you have to do Georgian for like 4 semesters, so you have to learn the language, and that's helped me quite a lot. So like especially with like communicating with people, so just day-to-day conversations quite easier like when you're learning Georgian. So I've been doing Jordan for like 2 semesters now, and it's helped a lot. But other than that, I feel like communication at the start was quite hard, but throughout the year I've been learning more Georgian, and it's helped a lot. But it's not that bad. I feel like it's not hard to like communicate with people. It's easier, especially when you're learning Georgian in university. But within university, everyone speaks English. Like even the lectures, they're in English. Um, there's not really a problem like within university, but then outside it can get a bit hard. But um, I'm managing. It's not that bad.
That's brilliant. Before you went over to Georgia, how
Mhm.
was your application process throughout in terms of with us, and
Yeah.
how it went for you throughout? And was there anything that stood out for you whilst you were going through the
Yeah,
process?
it was quite really smooth actually because I started my process I think after A levels, and then it lasted until like so at the end it started from like the end of August and it lasted until like this beginning of September, so it was quite fast. Um and like if I had any questions, I'd always just give you guys a message on WhatsApp and you guys would respond like straight away. So it was really nice. And I was a bit stressed at the start, but then you guys like reassured me and like told me that it will be okay. And then you guys literally helped me with everything, like with the interviews. I got like a few questions that um I was told that they might ask, and so that helped me with the interview. And then I feel like after the interview, I just had to wait for my response from the university. And then it took about like a week or two after my interview. I heard back from the university that I got accepted. And then, yeah, and then I got emails about when the university will start. So I booked my flights after I got accepted. And Yeah, and then once I got there, it wasn't like the end. Like, I remember when I was in Georgia, when I just went in, I got an email from Medlink saying that there was a tour for the university. That was really nice because it was like a little head start before starting there. So I met like loads of students, I talked to people, and it helped me a lot. It was really nice, like beginning to my journey.
Yeah, it's all part of the community because you get to feel like there are other people there just like me studying dentistry or medicine and what their
Yeah.
stories are. It's great. In terms of being abroad, uh, I get to speak to different students from different cultures as well from the UK. Now,
Yeah.
being a Muslim girl in Georgia, what has that been like for you culturally?
Me personally, I was talking about this with my mom today as well. I was like, I'm really happy. I feel like for me personally, I'm happy that I chose this university because there's a big like Muslim community. Like with prayers, we have a special prayer on Friday, and our university holds it every Friday, and it just makes me feel really welcome. And I feel like being a Muslim is it's really nice. Like I feel like people in Georgia, they're really accepting. Like they understand like us, and is I don't feel like I'm different from anyone, especially like within universities, like a lot of Muslim students, and we've kind of built our own little community, and it's really nice. I feel like it's just how I've been treated like in the UK, like when I was studying here for like A levels, and when I was in sixth form, it was just the same as it is right now in university, so it's quite nice.
That's brilliant. Thank you. That's very reassuring as well because when I talk to students, the parents will be worried,
Yeah.
students are worried. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Final question for you.
Mhm.
The students that got their A-level results yesterday, I'm sure you know the feeling a year ago.
Mhm.
What advice do you have for them? And they're a bit apprehensive about maybe even getting in touch and worried whether they might even get in. What
Yeah.
advice do you have for those students?
I'd say just go for it because I remember like I was literally here last year watching a webinar. Like I was literally sitting here watching you guys, and I was really scared, but then I feel like you should just go for it because I was going to take a gap here and I was like, I didn't know what to do. And I was talking to my friend who goes to European University and she was like, just apply. Because I thought I was a bit late because I was like, oh, with results, they normally like in the UK, you have to apply like loads of months in advance. But she like, you can apply and see if you get in. And so I was like, let me just do it. If I get in, that I'll take that as a sign that I should go. And I applied and I got in. And I feel like it's the best thing that I've done because I remember there was I think last year there was a December intake as well, so I was like I could wait, but then I just applied for October and I got in, and I'm happy that I did. Like I feel like when you're sitting down and you think like whether I should go or not, it can really like mess with your brain a lot. Um, I feel like if you just book your consultation with Medlink, it will help a lot, and you won't regret it at all.
And can you tell us a bit about your journey? What brought you to Georgia? What made you decide I'm going to go to Georgia and study medicine?
So I was actually at my I'm in South Africa now, so I live in South Africa. So I was actually at a university here locally, and I met one of my friends here, and he took on this like path to become a doctor. So he was very into it, and he had done his research, and he is the one who actually told me about this. And for me, I was already doing a BSc degree, but I wasn't too happy because I couldn't get into medicine due to immigration and all the other external stuff, so I couldn't really control it. But he said, like, this is European University and also Medlink, so he told me about it, and it seemed like a really interesting way to go. So I was really interested in medicine, but I of course gave that up. So after I just applied, I had done my first year, and I just applied to see if I would get in, and like I wasn't going to be too heartbroken about it if I didn't. So I ended up getting in. It was about like a 2-month process, but like that kind of was like, okay, getting used to the idea of being abroad. And because I never would have thought to go all the way somewhere in Europe and like stay away from family, because I'm a very family oriented person, so I like being at home. So for me, that was like really scary, but it definitely like it's definitely something you should do if you're looking into it. It's definitely something you should do, and it teaches you a lot. I mean, coming out from home, like you get out of your comfort zone, and you really just get exposed to so much. So it's really something you should go for if you're looking into it, definitely.
Ah, I think you've answered a lot of the questions that I even had for you. Fantastic. Thank you. It can't have all been just great, great, great. You must have had some obstacles. What was
Yes.
one obstacle that you faced and what you did to kind of overcome that?
So it was just the applying for the visa. That was one of the main obstacles, but Medlink did help with that process. And also another obstacle I think would be like just getting used to Georgia. Like coming from South Africa, it's a very homely country. It's like a very like everyone is really nice, and like it's very, you feel at home here. But like going into Georgia, it's a completely different aspect. I mean, you have to get used to the people, but over time you definitely do. And you get around, you when you live there, I mean, of course you learn how to like handle different things. So like transport and stuff was like crazy for me, because like we only travel by like cars here and stuff. So like you don't travel by like buses and stuff. But in Georgia, it's very accessible. Like you can travel through metro, you can travel through buses. There's Ubers and everything is available. So it's very easy in that way. So yeah, it's just a lot of getting used to, definitely, but you get around with it, really, you do.
Ah, fantastic. Safety is a big thing for every student. Parents, they're worried they're sending the child abroad. Are they going to be safe? Are they going to be all right? If there's an emergency, they'll have to fly over there. How safe are you in Georgia?
So I live in the dormitories, and I give this example to everyone. Like, if I ever need anything, even at like 1 or 2 at night, we have a 24/7 store that is open. Like, just maybe like a 5-minute walk, not even, less than that. And I can go at night alone or with my friends. Or it's like really, it's really, really safe. No one's gonna approach you. No one's gonna like, it's really safe. And yeah, coming from South Africa, it's definitely different, because here it's not so safe, but like, it depends on where you live and stuff. But that's here. But in Tbilisi, it's really safe, definitely. And if you get lost, you are able to like find people who do speak English. So there are people to help you. And in Tbilisi, I think there's a lot of students, like you find a lot of students. So there's always that aspect, like you can always ask people for help. And yeah, so it is really safe, in my opinion, really it is.
That's reassuring. Thank you very much. And finally, the students that are watching, of course, being from South Africa, we do also get lots of students from South Africa. They get surprised because they're like, you have South African students there too? Yes, we do. What advice do you have for those students? So students from South Africa, or even Africa in general, who are worried about going abroad. What advice do you have for them?
I would say in South Africa especially, there are like some things that you don't always get into medicine. I mean, it is a bit more difficult, I would say. So that was the same thing that happened to me in my case. So going to Europe, I feel like, yes, it's a bit easier. And of course, Medlink helped a lot with this. Like they helped me through the process. They helped me through the interview and stuff like that, what questions, and they prepared me really well for it. So it is, in my idea, it's a bit more easier. But of course, like there's a lot of people that are scared to leave home, and Europe, it's different. So it's way different from Africa, I would imagine. So yeah, it is different. It is something getting used to, but I think it's definitely something you should do, because like I said in the beginning, it's a different thing. So it will help you build up that confidence later on in life. And I feel like in medicine, you're going to be moving around a lot, and you're going to be doing things that are really unexpected. So taking this first step is really going to help anyone doing this. Yeah.